What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Helios Homestead video. My name is Alex, behind the camera is Meg, and today we just wanted to share with you what we're doing. So, as you might have seen in the last video, the whole property is quite sloped, and we're not planning on doing any major construction this year. We're already almost approaching the fall, winter's soon after that, and there's tons of planning and research to do, so there's no need to rush it. And really, the first part of any design process is just observation. So we've been spending some time on the property, but it would definitely be nice to have a flat space to hang out on, maybe a table to sit and read at, or have lunch or a drink or anything like that. And so been thinking about what to do, whether that was going to be a small structure or a deck. But actually a couple days ago, or yesterday, I snagged from free Craigslist an awesome handmade picnic bench. And so we're gonna clear a flat spot for that. Figured that it's a pretty light impact, you know, we're not doing a ton of digging, and it'll be really nice to just have a nice chill space to hang out. We're surrounded, we chose this spot because we're kind of protected by pine trees here, so even though we might be a little closer to the road, there's still a sense of privacy. We're also backed up by this beautiful aspen grove, and it's, you know, relatively flatter than some parts here, so everything considered, this feels like a good place to start. So yeah, we're gonna measure out basically a 6 foot by 6 foot box that is gonna be the area we make flat, and that's where we're gonna put the picnic bench. So yeah, we got some stakes and a measuring tape. Let's get after it.
This is really about as small of a project as we could possibly start with. And I'm totally fine with that. The reality is I'm stoked to get going on the terraces and the gray water systems and the composting and the passive solar design of the house. But really, in this phase, we're not going to be doing anything heavy on the land. The beginning of any design process and permaculture design, it's a lot of observation and taking the time to do that. So watching the property go through the different seasons, seeing how the sun moves, seeing how the wind moves, seeing the different wildlife that might be running through, observing the different neighbor activity and things like that, and the sounds that you hear. All of that is really critical ultimately in the larger design, and we're just building up to that. So this is a really simple and easy place to start.
All right, first shovel load of the whole property.
Woo!
About to happen.
The truth is that Meg and I are both very inexperienced in building. I've spent a lot of time thinking about building and reading about it and watching videos about it and all of that, but this is going to be by far the biggest undertaking either of us have ever done to start this homestead and build this house. And so we're just going to be increasing complexity as we go, really breaking things down as simply as they can start and building up from there. And that comes into the phasing of this project and how we're going to be able to pull it off and the timeline for everything, which we could get more into in a future video.
All right, so we have a little flat zone dug out now. What do you think?
I think it's looking great. I think it's looking pretty flat.
Looking pretty flat. It's not perfect. We don't have a level yet. We'll be getting that soon. But you can see we basically dug out the dirt from the top and just slid it over. So this part got raised, that part got dropped. Pretty glad we didn't run into too many rocks. I expect that to come up quite a bit on this property, but yeah, it's looking pretty good to me. I kind of want to go get the picnic table. All right, we gotta carry a picnic table up onto this hillside. So there were many synchronicities that came together for us to get this piece of land, and we have been looking for property for pretty aggressively for 8 months or so. And one of the amazing things about this place that we found was that actually we are currently renting across the street from it. So when we moved up to this neighborhood, we had heard about this piece of property that was available, and Rollinsville wasn't really on our radar before. We were looking in other parts of the state, and the pictures on the Zillow listing were terrible.
Lucky us.
Yeah, lucky us for real, because they didn't really show the views at all. It was just kind of a snowy, bleak day whenever they took the pictures, and I really think that helped us be able to get in here and observe it and buy it before someone else did. Because unless you came to visit the area in the summertime or in the springtime, just looking at the listing, it wasn't really a great property. But there's so much potential. So we actually are here in this red house. You can see we just walked, a minute? And yeah, we're just kind of here renting until we can move onto the property. So in that sense, it couldn't be any more convenient, and we're super blessed to have that set up. And just the way it all worked out, like I couldn't have even imagined it coming together like that.
So much of this process is going to take us really going with the flow and, being resourceful. This table, we couldn't have expected to show up the way it did, and especially for me to be the first person to reach out and contact him to be able to go get it. But it's a handcrafted redwood picnic bench that actually had only been used inside up till now. It was some family's kitchen table for like 20 years and then had been sitting in a garage. And now we get to give it a new life up here. And we knew we wanted to do something up here, but didn't necessarily know what. So just kind of being ready and open to what came up allowed us to really jump on this opportunity and create this beautiful little space for us.
Well, we kind of did it.
We did it a little bit. We did it mostly.
We did it mostly, yeah. We got the table up here, obviously. These benches. The spot is flat. We're definitely gonna have to lengthen it, but I mean, we're like 90% of the way to a cool, cozy spot.
We got a table. We can eat dinner here.
We can eat dinner tonight.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, I guess that's all for this video.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully that was interesting. Leave a comment below if you think my shoveling technique is trash. Just kidding. It's gonna get better. But yeah, let us know any of your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to the channel for more, because this was just like the first tiny project of everything to come.
All right, here's our table, baby.
See y'all later. Peace.
Peace.